Hi guys, welcome to Little Piece of Heaven Farm, and today we're going to do a SHEDWARS21 tour of our gardens. So we'll take you to our kiwis. They're right behind us, so stay tuned. Okay guys, this is our male kiwi. In order to have kiwis, you have to have a male and a female. We have one of each, but you can have one male to 10 females. And he has to be at least 20 feet around to where they are so he can pollinate them. Right now he's starting to bud, and you can see his little buds. They're really pretty flowers, really fragrant, and our female has them too. And Farron built this trellis system, and we kind of let them go wild a little bit, but hey, we're a farm. And this is our female. She's about a year younger than he is, because he started blooming when he was 3, and she didn't mature until she was 4. So last year we got a 5-gallon bucket filled to the brim of kiwi that we made into kiwi juice. So this year, that's our plan. We're gonna juice her again, and yeah, we're gonna have fun. Maybe make some jelly out of her too, so never know. And Farron, I think somebody's in our strawberry patch. We better go down there and check. Oh my gosh, honey, it's Robert, and he brought Wilson. Hi, welcome to Little Piece of Heaven Farm, Robert. What's that, Wilson? Yeah, our strawberries are getting pretty big. Yeah, I appreciate you all coming by. This is awesome. See guys, we always get special visitors. Always, all the time. Even photobombed by our barn cat. Hey Robert and Wilson, would you like to take a tour with us of the rest of the garden? You're more than welcome to. Let's do it. And these are our blueberry bushes. They've already bloomed, and as you can see, we're getting baby blueberries on them already. How exciting. Gonna make some jam and syrup with those. And here's some flowers. So this is exciting. And we have different types of blueberries. They bloom at different times in the spring season. The ones that are down at the other end of the bed, they bloom last, and they are late. These guys here, they grow really big berries, so they're pretty cool. We're excited about these. They've been doing pretty well. And then to the left of me is our maryberry plant. Well, I should say plants. And they're a cross between a blackberry and I want to say a raspberry, but I'm not too sure. They were developed here in Oregon at the OSU, and I guess they should be our state fruit. But they're really popular here in Oregon. People like to grow them, and their berries are really good. We make juice out of those too, and jam.
Yeah, over here in our garden is our black Spanish radish. And over here in these cages, I have some cool crops. I got cauliflower and broccoli in here, and we had to build these cages here to keep rabbits, squirrels, and mice. We're not sure which one of them's in there been eating them, but ever since we put the cages up, that seemed to stop the eating. And right here beside them, we planted our cucumbers, our pickling cucumbers. We got a little bit of snap peas over there in the corner, had leftover seeds, so I thought I'd go ahead and throw them in there to see what happens. And I believe that's a clump of celery. Over here in this bed here, we've got some red Pontiac potatoes. These are potatoes that we saved from last year's harvest. We saved the tiny potatoes and planted them, and this was the result. Growing quite well. And I planted some leftover onions I had here on the side of them. Hey, look here, honey. Looks like Robert and Wilson's are in their onion patch now. Checking out our red wing onions. Yeah, they're growing quite well. What do you guys think? Believe it or not, I like to call this the nasty, but it's nasturtiums. Volunteer popping up in there. Okay, and over here, we got some hanging baskets scattered here and here with some flowers in them. Help bring in the bees in our garden. Over here in this bed, we got some beets. Oh look, honey, we got a huge leak in the garden here.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Farron, we gotta fix those leaks. That's just massive.
That's a,
oh.
well, time to plug that up.
Yeah. Leaks get everywhere.
Yeah. I planted some kohlrabi seeds in here, so they haven't sprouted yet. I just put them in the ground this morning. And some elephant garlic. Yeah, right here I got my chocolate cherry tomatoes planted in a pot. And this cage right here is leftover field fencing that I've used to make my tomato cages. Works quite well. I don't know if you can see it or not. I already got some tomatoes on here. It's doing quite well. And right over here I got some more cool crops. Some of my Brussels sprouts. And the bed there beside it is celery. And in this bed here I've got some carrots, rutabaga, and some more celery. But something keeps eating the carrots, so I put this little cage thing here up on top. But I don't think it's working on these. I think there's still something in there eating my carrots. So I don't know what's going on there.
Aren't
celery or not.
These are called celerics?
No, these are actually, yeah, I think this is the celeric one. Actually where you eat the root. I don't know why you couldn't eat the stems too.
Yeah. Oh.
We'll try it. Yeah, over here I've got my paste tomatoes. San Marano or something. Probably not saying it right. And Amish paste tomatoes. And some little starts here. They're actually starts from cuttings. And so far they seem to be doing quite well. Volunteer potatoes, because we had potatoes in here a few years back. And over here we got some leftover chocolate cherry tomatoes. We need to find a home for them. And you see they've got tomatoes on there too. And over in the bed beside them we got something that's called water spinach. Something's eating them too, so I'm not sure who's doing it.
The water spinach originally comes from China, and they like water, but they grow really well, and they love the heat of the summer. So when our green leaf spinach depletes when it gets hot at the end of spring, these take off and they flourish all summer long. The hotter, the better they grow.
Don't they kind of climb?
And they climb. They'll start climbing this trellis that Farron put in, and they're really good eating. And you can cut them and they'll grow back. Just keep cutting and they grow back. They're really awesome little plants.
Yeah, over here is a zucchini. My wife calls them
Stripies.
I'm not sure what the actual name is, but we'll stick with the name Stripies.
They're like light green with a dark stripe. I don't know, they're pretty big. And then here's one of our other little pots. Hasn't flowered yet. It's getting there.
Yeah, over here in our kiddie pools, we got some garlic. And watch out for our cat Dillinger. She'll scratch you out.
Yeah. We have to pay her $50.
And over in these pots, we got some snap peas in the back and some radishes in the front. And once again, we had to put some of these wire cages, I'm going to call it hardware cloth, on top of them to keep the birds out. The birds will come in here and pluck the seeds out of the ground. And ever since I stuck these hardware cloth on top, so the birds can't get them, and now they're all sprouting and coming up pretty good. And these here are snow peas. For some reason the birds never attack those. Okay, over here in this raised bed, it's made out of kind of like a
shipping box, maybe?
Yeah, a shipping box. I got it from work, and it had a paving parts in it, and they were going to get rid of the box, so I said, I'll take it. And I lined it up with some waterproofing, help. Maybe it'll save the box, make it last long. Anyhow, I planted some slicing tomatoes in here, although I think I accidentally put an Amish paste tomato in here, because that looks like an Amish paste tomato to me. And as you can see, just about every single one of them has tomatoes on them. And they seem to be growing quite well. They grew really well in our greenhouse, so I was glad to get these guys outside in the ground.
Yeah, just word of caution. Don't plant your tomatoes in January.
In the greenhouse.
In the greenhouse.
Then again, sometimes I wonder if it wasn't the fish water from our aquaponics that just made them grow really well.
I think it could be. You know, why not?
Mm-hmm.
You know? And, you know, growing in 50 degrees, because that's what we keep the greenhouse.
Yeah, they seem to have done quite well.
They did well.
And over here we got some strawberries in a pot. I'm not sure what you call those, but I can see it has pink flowers.
But they're really good.
Yeah, it does put on strawberries. Not really big strawberries, but something to snack on while you're out here in the garden.
It's a hanging basket. We'll just have to get another post and hang her up.
Over here in the bed beside it, and I got some radishes coming up. And our Swiss chard here has gone wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting ready to flower and put on some seeds.
So they're going to be chick food.
Yeah. We might let one of them go to seed, maybe try our seed save and see if it'll work for us. Here's lettuce. That there in the corner is that a coneflower?
Yes.
Coneflower there in the corner.
And our big, massive artichoke plant.
Yep, that would definitely choke
We
you.
only have one, but it always grows huge like this.
Mm-hmm.
And look, honey, I just see babies. They're coming. Hot dog. Little artichokes.
Yep.
And our mint. Always plant them in a container unless you want them everywhere.
Very invasive.
Very.
And here's our russet potatoes. These are the ones I started by cutting the eyes off the potatoes and started them in the house, and then brought them out here and stuck them in the ground. They're doing quite well.
Oh, and here's our store-bought mushroom. Remember this, John? It's doing very well.
I'll say. Seems to like it there in the potatoes.
Yeah. Some more flowers.
And over here we planted some
Perpetual spinach.
perpetual spinach. It's a Swiss, kind of a Swiss chard, right?
Yeah, but it also likes the heat of the summer.
Yeah, it does.
And we grew it not last year, but the year before last, and it went through the winter all the way up to the spring. So yeah, we're gonna have a nice big harvest of that when they come up. And then our lemon balm. This is how we make lemon chicken.
Yeah, we feed this to our chickens and we get lemon chicken.
Oh yeah, that's the top secret. Don't let
Don't anybody know it.
Yeah. Well, guys, I think that ends our tour today, and I want to thank Robert and Wilson for coming by the farm today and hanging out with us for a bit. That was a lot of fun.
Yep.
Well, anyway, guys, have a happy growing season, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye now.
Bye.